Yo, what's going on, everybody? Oh, we're at low fuel. Hope you guys are having a good day. So just want to bring you guys another review of my BMW F800GS. First review that I did, I was at 600 miles. Now I'm at 1438, so almost 1500 miles. So I've been riding the motorcycle quite a bit. And I just want to give you guys an update, maybe better information. So first, let's start with the seating position on this bike. For reference, I am 5'6", between 5'6", 5'7". My knees are bent but very comfortable. They're kind of like below my butt, but maybe a tad bit forward. The handlebar position is very comfortable. I took the motorcycle yesterday on a ride that was longer than an hour non-stop, and I felt no pain. There was a little bit of discomfort on my shoulder for like a little bit, but then having cruise control, I was able to just put it on cruise, and then like just basically do this, and then like stretch my back a little bit and my shoulders, and I was good to go. I could have kept going for way more than an hour. So sitting position, really comfortable. The handlebars are in a good place. I'm sitting upright. The windscreen, the initial windscreen that comes with the motorcycle, is not that great. It literally doesn't do anything. It's the same as not having one at all. So I did buy this PUIG one here, which is one of the very few mods that I did on the motorcycle. And this is the short with the adapter, with the adjustable adapter. So if you guys want to buy that one, I really like it. I do still get a lot of wind. So for reference, a lot of people think that my eyes are here, but my eyes are here. Okay, just because the camera is lower, is on my chin. But my eyes are way higher, so I'm seeing above it. And I do get a lot of air, but it's mostly clean air. I never really get any buffeting with this screen, no matter which speeds I'm on. So I'm really happy with it. But the initial one that comes with the motorcycle doesn't do anything. If you like getting blasted by the wind the whole time, then keep that one on. If you prefer to have some wind protection, this one is great. So ride modes and power delivery. I have been riding basically on dynamic the entire time. Well, I started riding on road mode, which I really like. It's very, very smooth. It's impressive how smooth it is. The problem that I found with road mode is that whenever I go to highway speeds, I don't get that like this, right? So at slow speeds, it does this totally fine, but at highway speeds, if you're trying to get passing power, you gotta rev it out for a little bit more. So it takes a little while. Let's say like you're trying to get out of a situation and you want to have that power right away like this. You don't get that with the road mode, but I love how smooth it is. You just don't get it. You just don't get the extra power. Dynamic, it's more on tap power. So if I'm doing highway speeds and I'm on dynamic and I want to pass, I still don't get that power that I had with the MT-09, or you're not gonna get the power that you have with a sports bike. But you will, like, you just gotta give it a little second, and then you get that power. Just wait till the revs go up for a little bit, or downshift, and you get the power. So I don't feel like the bike needs more power. I don't feel like it's lacking any power. Okay, so I feel like the bike has plenty of power for me to just ride at any speeds, even with the passenger, which I have not done before, but I plan to in the future. And so power, not an issue. Really love the power delivery on this bike. Actually, it's very smooth. Even on dynamic, it's still, I mean, you get more power on tap, but it's still very smooth. It's not as smooth as road, but it's still very good. Which brings me to the second topic, passenger carrying. If you are someone who rides with a passenger, I have not done before on this motorcycle, but with my motorcycle, I have like electronic adjustable suspension. And I'm gonna stop here for a little second just so I can show you guys. Stop on the shade because it's pretty hot. Okay, so if I press this menu here, it is on road, one person. It has one little helmet, right? So if I press it again, it goes to dynamic. I usually just ride it on mode, on road, just because it's soft, it's smooth. I don't feel like I need anything more sporty than this. So road, I just keep it there. And if I press and hold, it'll change the second one to one person with luggage, and it'll bring the bike up. I can feel like the suspension going up. Okay, so being 5'6" too, I forgot to mention about the height. I am tiptoeing this bike. I'm literally on tiptoes. I can touch 1 foot flat on one side, but even with like one person with luggage, it brought the bike up a lot. So I usually keep it on single person with no luggage, like that, and it brings the bike down. And it's really awesome, because if I want to ride with my wife, right, I can just put it on. I think either this one or the two people will do it. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know which one will bring the suspension up higher and make it harder. I haven't really tested them. I literally just keep on the lowest one to make it easier for me, because I'm short. Okay, and I keep it on road. So suspension technology, really awesome. I do have cruise control on a motorcycle, which I love it. It works really well. You just toggle it on here, and then you press this is set, and that's it. You can increase or decrease your speeds. Very simple. Came with heated grips, which is really nice. So heated grips, let's get riding. Heated grips are so good, and the hand guards too. Oh my god, man, it makes such a big difference when commuting in the morning and when it's cold. Or even like yesterday, I left the house, it was super hot, and in the San Francisco Bay Area, like during the day it'll be hot, but then at night it gets pretty cold. It gets on like the 60s, and I'm wearing a mesh jacket, which I basically, all the wind goes through, right? But having this windscreen, having hand guards, and heated grips, I was chilling. Even with just a mesh jacket, I was chilling, which is nice, because before I used to commute to work and I had to carry 2 gloves. So I would bring my like winter gloves in the morning, and then in the afternoon I would come back wearing my other gloves, right? My summer gloves. So that's really nice. I love the technology, the heated grips, everything about the technology on this bike. I love it. Comfort, it's very comfortable. The suspension is just super smooth. I can't go over bumps and barely feel them. Literally, like I can just not feel like the little imperfections on the road like that. I can go over bumps on purpose and not feel them, which is awesome. I really like this. So technology, suspension, comfort, there's really not much that I feel like I need to change on this bike. I'd say, what have I done? Like for example, for the Indian Scout that I had, I felt like I needed to add a bag, and this bike came with a top case, which it basically doesn't come off. It stays there the entire time. I don't even feel that there is a top case there, but it's so useful, like for when I go to work and I bring an extra jacket because, as I mentioned, it is cold in the morning. I put the jacket on. So I put the jacket on, and then in the afternoon when it's hot, I just put everything in the trunk. And it can fit my helmet too, so if I go somewhere, I can actually just put my helmet in there instead of having to carry it everywhere. So extremely useful, the top case. So I don't feel like I have to do anything else to this bike. I'm trying to think if I did anything else other than this. And the GPS mount. GPS mount was here initially. I bought the adapter and moved it up to the top here. It's not on my face, I promise you guys, okay? It's not on my face. As I mentioned, the camera is on a lower position, so. Freeway speeds, the bike is very, I can use, it catches up to freeway speeds very easily. So as you guys can see, it has plenty of power to get to freeway speeds, no issues. Plenty of power for passing people on the highway, no matter what speeds you're on. It's not like you're gonna be riding on the highway over 100 miles per hour. You don't buy this type of bike to do that. You shouldn't buy any type of bike to do that, but this bike has plenty of passing power, anywhere between 1 and 100 miles per hour. It is very nimble. The bike is very nimble, very easy to ride. It's not as nimble as a naked bike, but it's very lightweight for an adventure bike, I would say. I haven't ridden another one, but I do know that it's on the lightweight side. It is a bit top heavy when you first get to it, but then when you first sit on the bike, you feel, and when you first lift it off the stand, you feel that it's a bit top heavy. But you get used to that, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. When you're riding, you don't feel it. The bike is easy to maneuver, easy to, even in town, it's easy. I commute on this motorcycle and I love it. It is very, I haven't taken it on a really good twisties, but I have taken it on some roads that have a couple of twisty roads, and the bike is fun. The bike is really fun. It can be, you keep it on dynamic mode and you can ride it however you want. Okay, so, and it's very, very stable. So it doesn't have any wobbles at all. No high speed wobbles. It literally just goes. Okay. So if you get on the freeway, the bike has no wobbles at all. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of what else I can cover for you guys. So whenever I get to a stop, being short, I usually have to pick a side. But honestly, the bike feels so well balanced, even though it is top heavy, that whenever I get to a stop, I can literally just chill on top of the bike and tiptoe it. I don't feel like I need to put one foot down. Unless I get to a stop and it's very windy, then I have to pick a side and put my foot down, because sometimes it gets so windy here that when you get to a stop and you put your foot down, the wind wants to throw you to the sides. But other than that, like for example here, I can stop here and just tiptoe the bike and I'm chilling. I'm comfortable. The seat, I have the standard seat on this bike. It's very cushy. Like I rode yesterday for over an hour, as I mentioned, and I did not feel any pain at all on my butt. I was very comfortable. The seat is long enough for me to move back and forth on it, and as much as I want, as much as I need, really. I felt no knee pains, which I did with my previous bikes that were upright like this, like the MT-09 and MT-07. Let's see what else. Trying to think of questions that you guys would have. One thing that I wish I did was find a used one of this bike when I was looking for one, and it sucks because you always find something when you're not looking for it. So right after I bought this bike, there was one like private seller selling a black one for like $4,000 cheaper, $5,000 cheaper than the MSRP price, like than the out the door price for this motorcycle, and it had like 200 miles. So I wish I would have found that when I was looking for a bike, but it is what it is. I bought it new. The only reason that I bought it new was because it is a 2024, so I was able to get a discount. They included a top case, which is over $1,000. So overall, they included a top case. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. If you guys have any questions about the motorcycle, leave a comment. What I can say about it is that I really love the motorcycle. I really don't have negatives, honestly. If I were going to be very, very picky, because I've had the Yamaha MT-09, right, the only thing that I would like say that I would like to have more is a little bit more power, because the MT-09, the power delivery on that bike is just perfect. It has the perfect amount of power. So if you're doing like highway speeds on the MT-09, the amount that you touch the throttle, that's how fast you're gonna go. Okay, so that will be the only thing that I can think of that will be nice to have. Not that it's a must, but it will be nice to have. And I've been trying to practice my U-turns. It's getting better, but not great. So I can't think of any other negative, honestly. That would literally be the only thing. Maybe if I really need to be picky and tell you guys another negative, it would be maybe it's not as nimble as like a naked bike, but it's not a naked bike, so I can't. That's not even something that it's possible to be picky about, because it's not. I feel like for an adventure bike, it is pretty nimble, right? Yeah, the bike is really awesome. Like, I don't feel like I need to do any other changes to this motorcycle other than the windscreen and the GPS move there. I might maybe in the future add some saddlebags, but that's not really a change, right? That's just extra stuff for me to carry, just for me to carry extra stuff, do some traveling. But I love the bike, honestly. I feel like this is the first motorcycle that I've done a review like this that I didn't really have any negatives to talk about. So I feel like that says something. So if you guys have any questions about the motorcycle or any other motorcycles that I've had an MT-09, an MT-07, an Indian Scout. I had a Yamaha boat. Leave a comment. Let me know. Oh, sorry. One other thing I forgot to mention. The quick shifter. How can I not say anything about the quick shifter? It is very smooth. I love the quick shifter on this bike. So before I let you guys go, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that, because I couldn't go without mentioning that. It is very smooth up and down. I use it a lot. Sometimes I prefer to do manual, just because depending on the situation, like this. But if I want to, I can just do without I can shift gears without up and down too, like this, and it's very comfortable. So love it. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, as I mentioned, leave it on the comments. See you guys on the next one. Peace.